Start recording. Hello, I am Typo T-Rex. This is Atlas Mini number 11, round 6. I believe I am X1, so if I win this, I am guaranteed a top 16 finish. So I won't technically have to play tomorrow, but even if I win, I'm going to do that tomorrow because I want to have a higher rank going in. Because the higher rank you have, the better... Oh, he let me go first? I guess. I will take that in a heartbeat. Oh, you muted me, yeah.
Yep, sorry.
Alrighty. Okay, so, I was out of town, so I played a bunch of games and didn't record them.
Yeah.
And then, I played a couple games.
And I was a super emo kid.
Yeah.
It was awful.
Okay, so I actually played against a Mew and Mewtwo yesterday.
Alright.
And I got completely wiped out game one. It was rough.
I think you've actually played Mew and Mewtwo before, and
I have played it a few times. But yesterday, game one, I got completely destroyed. Game two, I did all right, and then game three, his deck just bricked on him. He didn't get any basic Pokemon other than his the Dene. So I just killed it on my second turn with my Zacian.
That happens.
Yeah. So I didn't think I was gonna win after my performance in game one. But right now my hand's not too bad. I started with my ADP and my Zacian, and Zacian smoothing some stuff out. Probably gonna end up just pitching my hand with the Dene next turn, because there's not a lot for me to do with it right now. I might do, I might do something super silly, just to make sure. Oh no, reset stamp. Okay. He's making me trade out my 6 cards for 6 cards. Oh, that is very loud. So he gave me some stuff I needed. He didn't. It's a better hand than it was, honestly. Let's see, what does he have? He's got just Incineroar and the Rushard. He hasn't played an energy yet. Alright, there's the Welder. He went second. So he'll be able to get an attack off this turn. So, yep, 2 fire energies. I've got the Cape of Toughness. So he actually won't even be able to one-shot me. Even with the Flare Strike, which he won't be able to do this turn anyway. But if I don't one-shot that, the Outrage from Rushard is enough to kill me. But that is very much what my Meowth and Berserker are for. I think I ended up taking out my my Vitality Band in this deck for the Tool Scraper, almost specifically for this deck, so I can one-shot stuff. Because the Vitality Band is nice to be able to creep up there and get the one-shots on the Mew and Mewtwo if he doesn't have the Big Charm. But I think. Hold on. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and play that. We'll get rid of the energy switch. I'm gonna grab that. Oh dear. It's not in there, so that's actually super unfortunate. And I only have 1 water energy. So I'm not gonna be able to one-shot that. That's unfortunate. We're gonna go and put the ADP out there. And we need to dig. We need to dig for my Big Charm and a water energy. Alrighty. Did not get either of the things I needed. We're gonna grab the ADP and just pitch. So my hand wasn't bad, but things are looking a little bit grim right now. Alright, so we got to the water energy. Let's go ahead and start getting my Zacian loaded up. Alright, he doesn't have the other Charizard that can one-shot, but him getting to it should be fairly easy. That's just a Cherish Ball away and then a discard. So I'm going to assume he's going to be able to one-shot my ADP, which puts me in a really bad position, because now I can't one-shot his Mew and Mewtwo, because my Berserker is in the prize cards. And then, like I said, I'm not running Vitality Band anymore, because I cut it for the Tool Scraper, which maybe I should consider putting back in. So there's a Charizard he needs to be able to one-shot my ADP. Yep. Pitched it for the Giant Hearth to get his energies, so he's guaranteed to have his energies to power him up and to be able to one-shot the ADP. Yeah, I was gonna say he's probably gonna welder the two onto the Mew and Mewtwo on the bench, make sure it's set up later. All right, so even if I had the Meowth or the Berserker, I would not be able to one-shot this Mew and Mewtwo. So that actually puts me in a really bad position. And you know, I did the Metal Saucer onto this station. I probably should have put it on my other one, because now I'm playing a little bit behind, having a scramble to try and get one of my Zacians set up. So I'm gonna put the Meowth out there because he's a free retreat, and if I draw into whatchamacallit, a Metal Saucer. All right, he's got 7 cards in his hand. Okay, he's already used 3 Welders. I'm gonna go and just throw out the research because I really need something. Alright, that is very relevant. Chaotic Swell is gonna be nice. He's definitely gonna kill that Zacian, though, so I don't know what we're gonna end up doing next turn, but let's see. He's definitely going to be able to kill me because he's got Outrage, or you know, basically anything else. Right, so that's the other big charm. So I won't be able to one-shot any of his stuff unless I get to my Tool Scraper. He's getting powered up. Let's see. Flare Strike takes 3 fire energies. So as long as he has a fire energy in his hand next turn, which actually might be a little bit difficult for him because his Giant Hearth is gone. And he doesn't have the ability to play another one. Alright, getting his water back. That's pretty big for him. Alright, so he's ready for his Flare Strike on that. Even if I do kill this one. So this game's looking like a little bit of a wash for me, which is unfortunate. I was feeling good, and then my Meowth wasn't, or my Berserker wasn't there when I needed him to be. And that one already had my Cape of Toughness on it, so I won't be able to live a Flare Strike from Mew and Mewtwo. I'm going to go and play an Energy. Let's see. How many draw cards do I have left? I don't really have any draw cards. So I'm going to Dedenne. Hope I get something. Alright, we got some turbo patches. We'll see how that works out for me. Honestly, because he's got that Flare Strike, I honestly don't think there's anything I can actually do. He only needs 1 more prize card, so. This has been a match that's been, you know, consistently hard for me. I was pretty amazed when I ended up clutching it out yesterday. But this is still best 2 out of 3. I do have 2 games to play with. He did let me go first this time. So I think he very much likes going second, so he can get his his waters and stuff going first turn. But I think going first is too important for me and my deck for me not to, and he's just gonna Flare Strike for the game. Yeah. That's rough. That's unfortunate. Alright, so I have to hope that, you know, things just play out for me better this time around. Alright, playing against xKandaYuu. Super unfortunate that, you know, I make it to, I believe this is round 6 again, with going only X1. And I didn't record any of them. And the first time I get back to recording, I end up, you know, losing. I say that. I haven't lost yet. Have not lost yet. Alrighty. This hand's a little rough. I say a little rough. It's a lot of rough. Because that is a bunch of energies. Hopefully he does something silly like Marnie me. Because I'm going to have a bunch of cards in my hand. Or reset stamp. Because he did reset stamp me first game. Or like first turn, last turn. Or last game. Because my hand is super rough right now. Because if I use that research to dig, that means I don't have any water energies. Which means I can't ADP. So, I really need a Marnie. Alrighty. Energy for the turn. And Giant Hearth. Probably Dedenne. Either anything he wants to discard. Or probably be the Rushazard. That'd be his best bet. Because that means he can one-shot the Zacian very early on. Okay. So, he's probably got a few of the GXs in his hand already. And is just trying to accelerate through. And let's see what he discarded. Well, he didn't have too many. But he didn't want to play the research because he wanted to be able to play his Welder so he could start attacking this turn. Let's see, he discarded an Alolan Muck to get the fire energies. Yep. So you can attack with either Severe Poison or Crushing Punch right now. Severe Poison would be unfortunate, but not the end of the world. I really need a Pokemon. Ideally, I get a Marnie and just draw into a God Hand. Okay, he hit me with the Crushing Punch. Okay, so I got the Marnie. I'm going to go ahead and pitch an energy. Just because I want something in the discard pile. No! Oh my god. That didn't work out for me at all. Oh my god. That was super rough. That's very unfortunate. That's upsetting. Especially this late in the tournament. Like, I started off pretty good last game. And, things just didn't end up in my favor. But my deck was just like, nah, man. Nah, we don't want to work. That's upsetting.
Did you die?
Yep.
Oh.
I ended up not drawing any of my basic Pokemons. Like
How did you lose when you had four? He had 4 prize cards.
I didn't have anything on my bench. Yeah.
I was like, wait a second, what I miss?
Yeah, because I started that game. I was holding a Zacian, an Air Balloon, and the rest were energies. And I only played 2 water energies, and I was holding both of them. So if I discarded my hand, I wouldn't have been able to play any of my ADP stuff, and I need ADP to work in that matchup. So I was like, all right, I drew the Marnie, so that solves a lot of my problems with the cards, me not wanting to discard the cards in my hand. But it only gave me 5 cards to draw something really good, and I didn't draw anything at all that was relevant.
That's unfortunate.
So yeah, it was very unfortunate. And then I hit the Intrepid Sword, and then I drew 2 more cards, 2 of which are Pokemon. So if I had done the Professor's Research, I would have gotten the extra cards I needed, but I would have lost almost the entirety of the things I needed for the way my deck plays. It would have been possible, but it would have been very, very difficult for me to win had I done that. And I made a call, and it just didn't work out. Yeah, he's like, hey man, sorry things worked out like that. The first game was good, but the second one was bad.
Well, you've already played both?
Yes, that was both games.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That was quick.
Yeah.
I got a call from a friend. Today's his birthday, so he called me.
Yeah. Because that's how that works.
That works, right.
Yeah. Anyway, that is this match. Tomorrow, I have one more round, so if I win my last round, I make top 16, and that will be the first time I'll have made a top 16 in these events if I win tomorrow. So I'm feeling a little discouraged right now.
You got this, babe.
But I also, like I said, I feel good because I went, 4. I was up 4 rounds.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I had a really good run. But now is when it's like real Pokemon. That's when
Right.
you know. It's not to say any of my my other matches were easy because I've had to struggle for almost all of them.
Yeah.
So
Maybe we need to
yeah.
look at your deck and alter it a little bit for a few things.
Uh,
See if there's something going on.
there's a couple of different versions of the deck that have popped up
Mhm.
that I've been looking at. I haven't had a chance to play test them like consistently, and I don't think the issue is necessarily something in the deck.
Mhm.
I think the deck has everything it needs to win. It's just sometimes things happen that are unfortunate, like drawing a hand and it's all energies. And
Yeah.
I went first, and I I used my intrepid sword and saw more cards, and it wasn't enough to smooth things out. And I don't know. It's just rough matchups. Because if it had been anything other than the Mew and Mewtwo deck, I don't think it would have been that bad either.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the other decks take
The Mew
a
Mewtwo deck is pretty
yeah.
freaking hard to beat.
Yeah,
Um,
especially for this deck because they
right.
can do stuff like one shot my ADP,
Yeah.
which is massive.
Which,
If
I
yeah
thought about building that deck, but,
yeah
reasons I can't.
yeah
But, that deck or, like, even Cinescorch,
yeah.
seems like fun.
I do think the Scorch matchup is going to get easier in about 2 weeks,
Yeah.
because that's when Vivid Voltage comes out and we get the metal coating energy
Right.
that removes our weaknesses, and that's massive.
Mhm.
That's going to drastically change the way, not necessarily the deck is played, but the way the matchups work. Because that's one
Yeah,
of the things
so
that's
your major competitor in Cinescorch is no longer going to be your major competitor.
No, Scorch isn't even my major competitor. It is my number one losing matchup.
Right.
Major competitor is still Eternatus.
That's fair.
Eternatus has passed ADP as the number one played deck in the majority of the Atlas. Maybe not the majority of the Atlas tournaments, but it's definitely shifted that way. Anyway, we've been talking for like 15 minutes.
It's fine. It's fine. It's not
Uh,
the end of the world. Bye, everybody.
All right, bye everyone. I'll see you guys tomorrow.